Hey everybody, this is Hugo Sanchez from Mundus Media. If you're subscribed to my newsletter, you probably know that every week I share the top news that people in coaching and consultant are might be interested in regarding AI. I call it the AI Consultants Brief. And I have several sources of information, but one of them is this custom-made AI newsfeed that I created for myself, on which I created an automation so that once a week it scrapes the web, it finds like the top news for B2B coaches and consultants. It sends me the top 10 with a relevance score of how relevant it might be to my audience and a quick summary of the news. And if I'm interested, I can click on this and go check out the news. And if I find it relevant, I'll put it in my newsletter. Now, I find that this can be helpful for anybody in the industry who you may want to have, if you're in finances, you may want to have your own listener out there and send you updates on a weekly basis. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. The first tool that I like to use is this tool called N8N. And N8N allows you to create automations, and you can import a lot of tools. Think of it as an automator tool that helps you automate tasks between different softwares. So you can just get started, create a free account, and give it a try. Then once in there, we can create our own automation. So we can import nodes into N8N. So the first node I imported here is a trigger node. So this node is just telling N8N that on a weekly basis, once a week on Fridays at 6 a.m., you're going to start running this automation. So that's the first thing we're telling it to do. The second software that we're using here is connecting this software called, the second node is connecting this software called Tavaly. So Tavaly is a software that allows you to connect your AI agents to the web. You can see here some of their use cases, and actually they have a free pricing that is very generous. So you can just go ahead, create a new account, a free account, and then you can connect it to N8N with a few very simple steps. So in Tably, we can do a search. And in this case, this is the query that I'm searching, and this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for news, find 10 results on that have occurred in the last week in the United States. And then once I execute this step, it will do a search and find the top news in the last week. Then the next node is the AI agent. So in this case, we're using OpenAI. So what we're passing here is the data from the last step. It's all of the steps from the last query that we did with Tavaly. We're passing all of that information here to the AI, and then we're instructing the AI to you will be given 10 news from the week, and your job is to classify how in the level of interest that they have on a scale of 1 to 10 for people in coaching and consulting, and to offer a short summary. And I'm also explaining how I want the output to be executed. So this is a little bit more technical, but like this is pretty much just telling that we can skip this step, but I just did it because I wanted to be very clear about how I want AI to output the data. I wanted to output the title of the news. I wanted to embed the link of the article, to to put the number and the summary. This is exactly how I want to output each one of the 10 news. Then there is a little piece of code that allows me to transform that data from ChatGPT into HTML, so that then I can send it to myself as an email to my Gmail account. So on a weekly basis, this is what I receive. It's a listener, custom made, and I can adjust it. I can do several other things to make it more exciting, and to the sky is the limit to the level of things that we can automate here and that we can include. For example, I could pre-select the top three, and then have AI write a more comprehensive blog, combining all of combining create an executive summary, combining all of this news. For example, that could be something that we could do with this. In my case, I like to write my own newsletter. I don't like the AI to write it for me, but it's like so exciting to see what we can get to do with all of these automations. Anyways, I just wanted to show you what was possible with these tools. And if you're interested in creating something like this for your agency, for your consulting firm, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Bye for now.